My friend also had that experience with senior ditch day. By the way, I'm recording. She ditched and they went to the orange groves because we went to Arlington, and they went into the orange groves and did something, I don't know, and she ended up crashing her car into an orange tree and breaking off her mirror, and then had to tell her mom that she had actually ditched. And yeah, it was not good. Plus, I was a senior and I was in AP Calculus, AP Spanish, honors English, and honors GovEcon. And then I had yearbook and I just TA'd just to get it here.
I don't think I would ditch.
So I didn't want to ditch. I was like, I can't. I have calculus first. Like, sorry.
If anything, I feel like I just psych myself out.
Doesn't he like have a day where every college campus all seniors go somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, well, but you're still more top set in truant. And technically, if you're truant, we do not have to let you make it work, you know? That's why it's supposed to be excused. Yeah. So, I don't know, I just think, I don't know. And they did it, I think, in like May, and it's getting close to final, like AP test, and I was like, sorry.
Senior ditch day in our district is like, I think next week.
Why would you tell her that?
I told her, she's gonna find out, it's all over Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Alright, triangle congruence.
I'm not English.
Today's the 14th, in 2 months, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I can't wait till my birthday. What day?
The 14th of May.
Oh! It's gonna be like on Wednesday.
No, it'll be a Sunday. It's Mother's Day.
You're gonna be like 35, right?
14th of May? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna get you balloons with big numbers.
If I wake up and I do not,
And tell your mom Happy Mother's Day.
yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yep. Mother's Day is my birthday.
Then you go with your mom. You go with your mom.
Normally on Mother's Day, I like buy my mom and sister breakfast, and then we go to like.
On your birthday?
Usually, it's not my birthday, because Mother's Day always changes.
Well, why would you buy your sister breakfast?
My sister's a mom. Well, let's put it this way. When we go out to eat, my dad expects me to pay since it is my mom. And so he doesn't pull out his wallet, therefore I pay.
I hope my dad does that.
Makes you pay?
Yeah. He's like, you have an allowance.
But you have to remember, I make, oh, God bless you, a lot of money. I make more money than my parents.
That's what my parents do.
Since I've been 18, but my parents are good.
My parents want me to quit sports and get a job by next year. I was like, yeah.
Why?
Just like, no.
My thought is this, you only have 2 more years, and you're working the rest of your life.
No.
It's one thing to get a part-time job and still be able to do your sport, but you're never going to go, like,
So that's stuff. Like,
you're not going to do it again. It'd be different if you didn't play sport and you were just sitting around doing nothing. Or you quit your travel ball so you can not spend as much money and just play school sports. That's a fair, to me that's a fair trade.
But I find that, like, playing here is not really, like, it's not helping anything. I feel like,
But what's your goal? What's the end goal? Right. So then, why are you playing travel? Travel's to get you to college.
I don't even know why I'm in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason you play travel is to get, or club, is to get picked up by colleges. But if that's not your goal to play in college, and it's just to have fun, do you see what I'm saying? I'm the voice of reason.
Comment on your sandals.
I think so, but I wasn't paying attention.
Comment on you're wearing your lesbian sandals.
Don't say that aloud.
This is recording.
All right, let's talk about congruent triangles.
What if the person that every time you say, okay. That was like,
All right, congruent triangles are two triangles. Whose corresponding angles and corresponding sides side lengths, sorry, I keep saying sides. Side lengths are congruent, which means they're exactly the same. Alright, so I gave you two triangles right here. In the triangles I drew, I have now told you that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This right here is called the congruent statement. It's called a congruent statement. You must have a congruent statement. Now, in some of your work today, it's not going to, well, all your homework, it's not going to give you a congruent statement. You're going to have to write it yourself. Now, when we write it, it is very special the way we write it. I'll write it. I bit myself, sorry. Stupid braces. All right. We are going to follow the congruent statement to identify the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. So, let's make a list. This marker's down. So we're going to do corresponding angles first, and then we'll do corresponding sides. Alright, so are you ready? Here we go. Highlighter. Pay attention very carefully. Here we go. We're going to look at the first congruent statement. The congruent statement says that triangle ABC. So if I'm looking for A, I'm going to highlight angle A. Got it? Is congruent to triangle DEF. So A and D correspond together. Do we see that? They're both in the same spot in my congruent statement, and they are going to be congruent together. So triangle angle A is congruent to angle D. Since I know those are congruent, I'm going to go ahead and mark those up. Got it? Next letter in my congruent statement is letter what? B. So it says angle B is now going to be congruent to what angle? To E. So angle B is congruent to angle E. That's going to get two congruent symbols. Good so far? Lastly, we're going to say angle what? C is congruent to angle F. So C and F are going to go together. Are we good? Now I'd like to pay attention to something very special. Pay attention, watch, just watch, look, pay attention. It says A, B, C. A, B, C. D, E, F. D, E, F. Do you see it? Yeah. Okay. Should these represent these? Yeah. If they don't follow the right path, you're wrong. Got it? Yeah, let's keep going. We're going to follow the path of the congruent statement to say our corresponding sides. So we start with A and then go to B. Oh, let me mark up C. I forgot to mark C. And F. Okay? Good? So we go from A to B. So we're going to go from A to B. That's going to get a congruent symbol. So we're going to say side AB, segment AB is congruent to segment what? DE. So I'm going to highlight that a color. A, B, D, E. All right. Next. If I go from A to B, I'm going to go from B to C. And that's going to be congruent from, we went from D to E, so now we're going to go E to F. All right. Question? Lastly, we're going to go from where?
E to A.
C to A, very good. C to A is going to be congruent to
That's a D.
F to D. Questions? Once again, pay attention. A, B, C, D, E, F. See it? We good? Okay. Questions? All right. I'm going to give you one to try.
Is this all we're doing today?
Yeah? Yeah, he did this in IM1. Do you remember this?
I mean, Ronnie was a good teacher,
Stop lying.
but
Just don't make it things. Honestly, I'm not so sure your IM1 teacher was. You're a different case.
Okay.
I know these two schools. I don't know those two schools. I don't really know that one either.
He's just chilling. Hoping for a good reply.
And the only reason I know these two schools, I used to work with teachers from that school. And that school over there, we talk a lot.
Yeah, they used to say, they used to bring up, they used to come and talk to you.
Yeah. So we would talk a lot with both of them. And these two schools, not so much. Okay. Our example is going to say triangle LMN is congruent to triangle VWX. We're going to pretend my triangles look somewhat congruent. I don't really know. We're just going to pretend. Got it? We good? All right, so your job right now is to list all corresponding sides of corresponding angles. You don't need to mark the congruent on the triangles if you don't want to, but highlight them, okay? So you're highlighting through your notes today? Check with someone next to you.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready? Okay. Corresponding angles. Go. Angle. L is congruent to angle. V. Angle. N is congruent to angle. Angle. N is congruent to angle. Good. L and V. M and W and NX, yeah? Okay. Following the same pattern, we're going to go from L to, so corresponding sides. Oops, that's an S. Is what? Segment LM is congruent to segment VW, good. So this with this, okay? M to N is congruent to W to X. You have to follow the way you started. You started with L, then you went to M. Now I need to go from M to N. And W to X. Then I'm going to go from where? Segment NL is congruent to segment X. X what? XV. Your V and WX might have gotten together. There you go. Anyone have it right? Good. You have to follow the order. Once again, pay attention. LMN. LMN. VWX. VWX. Yeah? Okay. Ready? Let's do it. Let's switch it up. Portion. Now I'm not going to tell you they're congruent. Well, I'm not going to give you a congruent statement. I'm just going to give you a picture. So I do the picture. You're going to do corresponding sides and corresponding angles. And you're going to write the congruent statement. Now, yesterday I went over a problem, or you guys did yesterday, and then I told you break it up. Remember I said that? Break it up. Guess what you can do here? Break it up. So rewrite them, but make it separate. It's easier to look at sometimes. Bless you. Especially when you're highlighting. Okay? So you're going to try it by yourself, see how far you can get. Alright, I'm going to break it up. So I'm going to break up the two triangles just in a small portion to L, M, and K. I'm going to mark the angles so I can see which angles I'm talking about. And then I have the other triangle right here on the bottom, which is L, M, and D. Got it? Alright, what angle did you start with from the top triangle? M. Very good. Congruent to angle what?
L.
Very good. So now I know these two go together. What else?
3% is, if we put angle L as congruent to angle M, is that basically the same thing, right?
The next one, angle L, congruent to angle M.
The next one should be angle L is congruent to angle M. I'm going based off congruent signs. So when I go off based on congruent signs, I have 1 mark, 2 mark, 2 mark. So now these are together. Lastly is what? Good. These are together. Good? Okay, sides. So if you wrote your congruent angles, now you need to follow the same path for your congruent sides. So I'm going to start with what? M and go to L, which means on the bottom I'm going to go from L to M. So this should say segment ML is congruent to segment OM. Yes? Okay, then what? Angle? I don't have any angles.
Side and
Side.
Side
Oh, okay.
and side LG.
MD. Okay. MD. Lastly, K, M, segment to segment what? DL. Which these three should be in the order right here. These three should be in the order right here. Now we need to write a congruent statement. What's our congruent statement going to say?
triangle and okay.
Triangle MLK is congruent to triangle LMD is correct. Who had it? Good. If you're a visual person, this is pretty easy. Follow the path of the letters, okay? Your homework looks more like this. Now, a little heads up in your homework. I know we usually follow angles first, right? In our homework, just a little side note, it's not really angles, it looks more like this. A, B, C, 1, 2, and like this. So, you could follow angles, or you could follow sides. Do you understand? I would follow sides just because I have more sides marked up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what side would you list first? AB. And then I would list what? Okay, do you see how that worked? Okay, that is like number 1. So just so you know, it's a little bit, if you have more angles marked, go follow the angles. If you have more sides marked, follow the sides. Just pick one and kind of follow that.
Is there anything that
But we're not giving you the congruent symbols. Like we're not telling you this. We are going to tell you this, but we're not going to tell you this.
Will they tell you, or is that just an example, like, will they ever give us all the time? Like, let's say that C to A.
I lost my homework over there. No, it looks like they only give you up to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still have to figure out those.
All right, we good? Questions? All right, summaries and questions. Write it. Oops.